Working from home is something that many years ago, maybe pre-COVID, most companies would have thought that this is not possible. This cannot happen. The work cannot be done from home. And RIP to those companies who are not thinking on their feet, because come COVID, when everything was shut down, a lot of these companies that were saying you cannot work from home, they started scrambling, thinking of ideas. How do we get our employees back to work to prevent us from going bust? So here came the popular work from home, which is something already adopted in other countries like maybe Sweden, parts of America, but not so much the UK, where we basically have that 9 to 5 mentality of you have to be in the office. So working from home is not ideal for everyone. Obviously, if you're a bricklayer, if you're someone who works in the kitchen, such as a chef, you're not able to work from home. I mean, there are adjustments of maybe planning menus, but that's not substantial work that would fill that 9 to 5. I mean, working from home does have its advantages. I mean, you're saving money on transport, fuel, no traffic, so you're reducing the pollution of the environment. Plus you have that flexibility of being able to do the school runs, taking your child to school, picking up your child from school, attending hospital appointments or any other appointments necessary, which you can do around your working hours because you've got that flexibility in terms of location. Also, how convenient is it to get a doctor's appointment while you're working from home, which is something that you cannot do when you're busy in the office. But what are the downsides of working from home? I mean, think about it. You're working from home, you're by yourself most of the time, there's no one to talk to, except the four corners of the wall. If you're working from home 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, that means you're by yourself, no one to talk to, as opposed to someone who's doing a hybrid role where they're working 2 days from home or 3 days in the office, for instance. They have that good work-life balance of maybe you see your colleagues in the office, and then if you're not really keen on seeing certain people in the office or you're fed up of seeing certain faces, you get that balance of having to work from home 2 to 3 days a week. However, a lot of people have complained that working from home can cause problems such as memory. They forget what time of day it is. Is it a Tuesday? Is it a Wednesday? Because all the days tend to merge into one when you're working from home. There's also issues of memory. People have found themselves increasingly more forgetful working from home. And not to mention the effect it can have on your mental health. So it is advisable that if you're working from home, ideally you should take time out from just sitting 8 hours continuously. Go for a walk in the park, walk your dog, do something, maybe even take your work out to the garden to get some fresh air. Now the question is, if you're working from home in this isolation, you're not talking to anyone, you're not really interacting with people in the flesh, how does it affect that part of the brain that deals with interaction and cognition? It'll be interesting to know in the future, if there are future studies, to see for those people who have cognitive impairments like dementia, how many of those people were working from home either full-time or part-time, to see if there is any correlation between working from home and dementia in the future. I mean, we're not going to know that yet because working from home is a new concept for a mass population of people. So therefore it will be quite beneficial because now we've got great numbers where we can do large population studies and see if working from home increases your risk of having dementia. I mean, this is just a theory because people do complain of brain fog, they complain of memory problems, they complain of isolation, low mood in terms of the mental health. So though working from home does have its benefits, it might also have its disadvantages. So the ideal situation is to get a hybrid role where you have the good balance of working from home on some days and working in the office on certain days of the week. So I hope you like this video. Please feel free to share, like and subscribe.